Just two guys in a basement, just dissecting probably one of the most sophisticated rum boxes on the market. What could go wrong? Just Drinking's back with the Hampden Estate Single Jamaican Rum 8 Marks Collection.
Yeah, baby.
Now, this is a huge box. If you have purchased this or
Very
thinking
nice.
about purchasing this, you are on a rum extraordinaire journey. Okay?
Not only that, but an education.
Very educational, and we are here to break it down for you as if you are a 10-year-old playing in a sprinkler in the backyard, because that's pretty much our education level. So that's kind of how it's going to come out.
But no 10-year-olds are going to be watching this.
That's true.
Because this is like a 21-year-old and older.
Right. But
Right.
I will say this wouldn't be the first time I would ask somebody to explain something to me about rum in terms as if I'm a 5th grader. Like,
that's true.
That's super normal for me.
Yes.
Like I'm a
Yep.
grade schooler.
Yep.
I need it in those terms. Sometimes I wish I could take a class that is in that atmosphere. I feel like that's my strong
and this
suit.
is yet this is another attempt of ours to get onto PBS,
Yeah.
right?
And this isn't even as good as being taught by a 5th grade school teacher. It's like being taught by a 5th grader. Boy, did I just upsell this video?
Wow.
Hey.
I think we just lost everyone.
Everyone's going to be super pumped. It's going to be good. We're going to go through it. We're going to get into it. We're going to do it. If you guys are new to the show, I'm Robert.
I'm Roy Air.
And this is Just Drinking, where we drink rum and tell you about it. And if you like drinking rum, finding new rums, and hanging out with other rum lovers, then you guys need to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Come back each and every week as we're always trying new fantastic rums, rum products. We got the live show on Wednesday. And we've got those links down below to the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group, the Instagram, the TikTok. And for you extra rum connoisseurs out there, you people looking to just explore rums from around the world in an easier way, we have the Patreon Rum Club right there if you're in the United States in a participating state. Make sure you check that out and see if that's for you. We still have spots available. It's a limited spots. Atmosphere, that's the word I'm going to use today. And make sure you check that out. We would love to have you. It's a ton of fun. You get to sip along with distillers, other rum lovers, have a whole bunch of, that's part of it. Yep, us too. And we're super excited to have you there. So make sure you check that out. And thanks for drinking rum with us today. All right, Rum Daddy Roy Air, we've got this huge box.
Now, this is actually a gift box right here.
It is a gift box.
This is a gift box from our buddy Billy.
Billy hooked us up.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to give a huge shout out. This video is made possible by Billy. For hooking us up.
Yeah. I feel like we have like our first sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Billy sponsored us on this video.
I love it. This video is brought to you by Billy. We are super excited. We're super grateful for him. It's going to be a lot of fun. And because of that, we're going to get to deep dive into Hampden Estate and everything they got going on.
Yeah, we're going to learn some stuff tonight.
Boy, that just came out and like almost made me like get goosebumps of like, ooh, like, I'm not sure how I feel about your verbiage there, but like, okay, you know, whatever pops your Pop-Tart, Roy Air. All right, so I'm gonna just crack this open for everybody just so they can see the inside of this thing. So
this is amazing.
This box opens up here, and
a very nice box too.
Right, the little cool opening effect. It's got this nice sheet in here, which is going to explain a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about in extra detail.
I gotta tell you, this is the very first time that I've ever opened up a rum that actually had a sheet of instructions.
That came with it.
It's
not really instructions so much as it is like informative information about each and every bottle.
Okay.
So what we're going to do for you today is we're going to run through not only a taste test of everything, but a little bit of highlights about the individuals and what some of these things mean, such as what is a mark? What is an ester? Why is it telling me this stuff? I don't understand why I bought this box. These are all great questions, and we just want to help you out understand it a little bit better so that you can enjoy it and maybe have a super extravagant rum experience in your own backyard.
There you go.
Okay, so first things first. I have genuine piece of paper over here with all the information.
I gotta say, you know, I'm so impressed with their presentation on this whole thing, the box, the bottles, and even down to the paper.
Quiet in class.
Oh man, this is classy.
You're gonna get in trouble for talking during class. Okay,
I thought you meant this is
super
classy.
No, well, it is very classy. That is also true. No distractions, please.
No distractions, please.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's going to dive into some historical information, really deep dive into Hampden Estate and what they're doing here. But one of the first things you need to know is what is a mark, okay? And I'm going to just generalize this in the most watered down way I know how.
Okay.
And a mark is basically the base of what they make rum out of. Like this is like a starting point, a baseline of where they're making their rum products from. So genuinely, I see a question over there, young man. What can I do for you?
So would that be I know we've had some Hampden Estates before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And so like, do they put maybe one of these that's like the base of that product?
Yeah, so each of these is a base in several products they make. So every product they've made comes from these bases here, right? So like this is where it starts. This is like a beginning.
The very beginning right here. So they have like 8 beginnings right here.
That's exactly right.
Right?
Good job. Gold star.
Oh,
we're doing good. We're doing good so far.
I'm learning stuff.
Another word you're going to happen upon here is esters, and we're going to talk about that
I knew an ester once.
That's not the ester we're talking about.
She was funny. Good Lord.
She was funny. Was she like 100 years old?
Yes, she was my aunt.
Okay.
Don't mock my aunt. My Aunt Esther.
Nobody is mocking your aunt, Roy Air. Okay, So getting into the boil down point of like what esters are, if you've ever had Jamaican rum, you might have experienced some of these like very pungent, funky notes or heard of funky rum, right? So these are that high ester rum where it can come off with a very bold, sometimes like ripe fruit, maybe banana, it almost comes off like a nail polish sometimes. It can be very strong, very bold. These are why these rums have a very low percentage of this in here, because a little bit goes a very, very long ways, right? So as we go through these, there'll be, different levels to each of them as far as low to high on their ester count. But Hampden Estate's Jamaican rum, they're very well known for their funky rums, high ester.
She was a math teacher.
There it is. So that is the best intro you can ever get, is that Rum Daddy Royer's aunt, Esther. God, what are we? She was a what teacher?
She was a math teacher.
Math teacher. Yep. That's relevant. We are talking about nothing but relevant information today. Right. And if you're still with us, thank you for hanging out with us and making us feel special today, because we do appreciate that.
Trying to input.
Just two guys in a basement just dissecting probably one of the most sophisticated rum boxes on the market. What could go wrong? So now that we got like a generalization of those things as we got down there, on the other side here, when you flippity flop over, so you got all this great info on here. When you flip it over, it actually goes through all the different rums that are in this package. And it's going to break down the different aspects. Ooh. How to read these charts is on the other side too. It gives you a breakdown of everything you need to know to dissect these rums. Rum Daddy Royer, what do you got?
So I noticed that there's just letters on the label here.
Absolutely.
So, but they're really not a name on here.
These are bases, okay? Because they're the marks.
Bases.
They're the marks.
But I'm sure that the OWH, or maybe it's HMO, because I'm upside down. Yeah, it could be. But no, I'm guessing it's OWH, so I'm sure that stands for something.
Yes.
Do you know what that stands for? Or can we look it up?
Yeah, so we will. We will get to that here in a second.
Okay,
this is an excellent question.
Jumping ahead. I'm sorry.
It could just stand for, oh, wow, Hector.
I knew
some guy named, yeah, I bet you did. We're moving on, you and your people.
He worked on cars. Just saying.
Now that we've broken down some of the baselines, Royer, as two guys in a basement can do absolutely phenomenally. I think we've killed it so far. I think we should treat ourselves to trying some of these amazing marks right here, get into the experience, some of the flavor profiles, and what we're going to experience with these Hampden Estate products.
That's right.
And I say we kick it off with number one, the OWH, or as they like to pronounce it, the Outram, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, the Outram Wormland Hussy. Hampden. So beautiful, so beautifully said. It like took me off. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Yeah. Now, I noticed you're about to pour this into a Glencairn glass.
Yes.
Now here's the thing. If you guys are enjoying these fine products, Glencairn glass, all these things are some of the best ways that you can enjoy these rums.
It is. But we got a problem.
We do have a problem. We don't own 16 Glencairn glasses to have the most perfect experience with each and every one of these. So
I got an idea.
Do you have an idea?
I've got an idea. I'm a problem solver.
You're a problem solver.
I am a problem solver.
I love problem solving. What do you got?
So I'm just tossing this out as a suggestion. We got 22
Iowa Glencairn glasses. I love that. Now, we again highly recommend these Glencairn glasses. But for those of you who are a little short on stuff and need a little bit more cuppage, as we do get a little creative on the show. And we're going to use the Iowa Glencairn glasses.
Yes, we are.
Nothing screams Iowa more than the miniature red Solo cup. I feel like this is very us. I feel like it's very fitting.
Stick around after the show, and we're going to have some hot wings and ranch.
Yeah, absolutely we are.
Oh
yeah. That's Hampden. Man. So the thing is as we get into these two, you're going to find that a lot of these all of these have these high esters. That's why it's explaining it here in Jamaican rum. So the OWH is one of the two newer marks at Hampden, created by the Hussey family in the early 2010s. It is the lightest mark, but already an aromatic expression true to the Hampden style.
It is. I mean, that is one thing that I will say, is that they are all going to be aromatic.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Let's try it.
Woo, 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 woo. That's the lightest one. That is the lightest one.
Wow.
Woo. Welcome to the big leagues, boys.
That almost makes your mouth water.
Man, that kicks you into gear.
Seriously, it almost made my mouth water.
So seriously, it pulls out. It's got like a fruity note to it.
Yeah, a lot of fruity notes.
A lot of fruity notes to that. It's a zinger.
Oh yeah.
It's 60%.
I would say it's
by the way.
zesty.
Yeah, zesty's a good word,
right?
So
zesty.
This one's 60%. That's 120 proof, so you're planning on a punch. It definitely has more of a fruity ester note to it. Seems more of that fruit aspect of it, which I really like.
Oh, wow.
But it zings. It's a punch. It's coming for you. There's a lot happening here. Beautiful flavors coming out of it, though.
It is beautiful flavors, and it just takes one little sip, and you can just, your mouth is an explosion of flavor.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, knowing this is the lightest one as we move through, I'm a sweet, smooth rum guy. This is gonna get intense, and I'm just gonna put out the little disclosure here that if you are not like familiar with Jamaican rum, funky rum, esters, this is not where you should start. You should work your way here, have some like build up moments to get here, because this is gonna get out of control.
We might have to cut this video a little short.
I'm super excited. We're not cutting anything short. I am a professional, and I am in this for the long haul. We're going all the way.
I feel like we're at like a mini rum festival.
Yeah, it is. It's like your own miniature rum festival.
We have 8 booths here that we're going to stop at and talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. This is going to be great. I'm ready. I'm ready to move on to the next one.
Okay.
Gets better every time.
Yeah.
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I like it. This is the LFCH, also known as the Lawrence Francis Close Hussy.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
As we move into this, the LFCH is the other newer mark created by the Hussy family. Like OWH, it is made only with molasses, but through a longer fermentation, it develops a complex balance of many different esters. So like these guys, I think, like it states up here in these marks here that it uses like 2 of the 5 raw materials, talking about the fermentation process. It goes into extreme detail on that. So I'm really excited to see, like, as these level up, kind of as it gets more expansive, what we sense. Ready?
Here we go.
I'm smelling this one, and it smells honestly pretty similar to the last one. Maybe a little deeper. A little deeper of a scent.
That's what I would say. A little deeper.
A little deeper. You can tell it's like a little bit, like it's got an extra aging process on it, so there's a little bit deeper notes there. But it does seem very similar, very fruity kind of an aspect on the smell, but let's try it out.
Let's try it.
Here's the thing. This one has some deeper fruity notes. Almost seems a little woodier.
Woodier.
And I like that.
Yep.
I actually like this one better than the last one.
This seems drier too.
Yeah, so I really like that. This one still brings out those fruity notes, but that woodiness grips there, and I love the woodiness coming out of it, that aspect. Just really attaches to those flavors. I really like that.
Question.
Oh, yeah, what's up? I thought I was getting a high five.
Are any of these aged?
So like this is aged a little longer than this one, right? So like as we go, it kind of tells us this one was aged a little bit longer. Again, there's a lot of details here. You can get into specifics. It actually has a chart here that is going to tell you molasses content, cane juice, vinegar. So like for this one, for instance, it has high molasses content, no cane juice vinegar, no dunder addition. It has a high water content. So the muck edition has none. So like it takes you through a breakdown of like the process, everything that's here, the final ABV of everything. It's very intensive.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, right?
I mean, yeah, if I'm just going to say right now, if you or someone you know is a rum nerd, this is going to be
the gift of a lifetime.
This is going to be the gift
of a lifetime. And I love it because there's so much detail.
There's so much information
that we're going to highlight throughout the video, just small pieces of it. But it has, some stuff. And as we get into the next one, I'm going to talk a little bit about the chart that we get with each one.
Okay.
But I don't want to take any more time. I want to get to the LROK.
LROK. Well, okay.
Well, okay then. And for those of you wanting to know, the LROK is the Light Rum Owen Kelly. I think we might have mentioned it somewhere. We may not have, but we are going from lowest to highest ester content here like that, going through there just to kind of take it and ease our way to the top.
Ready?
Hampden. It's getting better every time.
Yep.
Now, this one is a historical mark created in the late 19th century and dedicated to the Owen Kelly family, owners from Hampden Estate at the time. From LROK onwards, all raw materials are used. So those first two, only 2 out of 5.
Yes.
And for the rest of them, all of them are used.
Wow.
So yeah, we're going to get into this. I'm excited.
That's cool.
Now, I don't know if it's because we built up through the first 2, but this one smells lighter than the first 2.
It does.
It smells lighter.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like
that's why I'm like,
I don't know if it's the palate shifting because we had a couple already. This is how you become strong, okay? This is how hair hits the chest, and you just become a strong rum drinker, okay? I'm just saying. It does smell lighter, though. I do think it smells lighter. Okay.
Whoa.
I see you, Hampden. Smells lighter.
Yeah, but
it zings.
I mean, it definitely zings there.
The interesting part of this one, as you get into it, is I feel like you start to get maybe a little bit more of like, and this is going to start sounding weird, right? But you start getting into like some like rotten fruit, dundery feel.
The dunder,
right? Like it's starting to feel a little bit more like those true Jamaican funky rums you get. It has a lot more going on in this one. It's still got some woodiness. You can still get those fruity notes of it, but I think it gets like a little bit more of like a citrus rotten fruit kind of feel to it. Really grabs you with a high
I think
level.
that's a really good description right there.
Thank you.
I think you nailed that one.
I practiced it for like 30 seconds before I recorded it.
And you can see, the way that they put this together so far, you do absolutely get the sensation. This is the lightest one, and you're
building up.
You are absolutely 100% building up on this.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
You can feel it. This is really fun because I think it takes you through an experience. I think at first I said if you're not a novice drinker, you shouldn't do this. I'm going to retract my statement because it might be difficult, but as you build through this, I feel like you can find I still think you should have experienced some before you do this. Like, it shouldn't be your first experience.
Say, if you're just getting into the world of rum,
let's call it like median, like mid-level, to work your way to a high level. This is a great experiment for that. Now, it does have a couple graphics that come along with each of these rums here, and I know it's a little bit, we'll just try to do the best we can here, these charts, and they're actually on each one of these rums on the other side. So what these graphics are, they got a couple of them here. The first one is a chart that identifies the split between the ethyl acetate and the aromatic esters, showing the tiny fraction these aromatic esters represent in the whole. Okay. And the second chart shows only the aromatic esters, excluding the ethyl acetate, to highlight the combination of esters that characterize each taste profile. These aromatic esters are chromatically presented in growing order of weight. So it literally breaks down these graphs for you so you can kind of understand a little bit better of what they're talking about, what the heck is this, rather than just looking at the charts, which I think really helps me as a 5th grade learning level. Charts with explanations and keys, super helpful.
Yeah, because they show you on this side how to read the graphs and the charts.
And there's additional information there to help you read those graphs.
And on each one of these categories, on each one of these marks, there is the graph right there.
And a key and everything. It makes it so easy.
It does. It makes it very easy.
So let's get to the halfway point. The HLCF, Roy.
Yeah, baby. HLCF.
Got a chant going. Yeah. Now, the HLCF stands for Hampden Light Continental Flavored is the name of this one here. This is our next level up. You ready for this?
I am ready.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hampden. So good. So good.
Awesome. This smells a little sweeter.
Yeah, it does. It seems like it has a little bit more sweetness to it. Yeah, kind of starting to get, you can tell that it seems a little bit like I go from that like third one that we had that really had the last one that just kind of stepped into that next level. This one just seems a little more pungent, little bit more of a kick on that smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Like, my mouth is like salivating at this point. Like, like I feel like it's like the opposite of spicy foods, where it's like spicy foods like burn your mouth and you can't taste anything. And I feel like this one's like absorbing in your mouth and making you taste everything. Like at this point, like holy crap. And you just pull so much of that like high ester feeling of like that dunder, fruity, just really pulls it, just really pulling like that really like ripe, fruit aspect of it, which is really crazy.
So kind of read off the raw materials to us.
Yeah. So for this one, it's molasses content is medium. It has a low cane juice vinegar to it. The last one had low. I'm sorry, this one has low as well. And then it has low dunder addition. And a water content that's medium and a low muck addition, right? So like these things we're tasting, this dunder, this cane juice, these aspects, there's a reason that we are only at the second level here. There is it gets higher as we go, and we're at the halfway point.
So they even talk about the fermentation here too.
Yeah, they do. They got a fermentation chart as length in days, so you can see the total number of days. So for instance, this one here was 7 days, and our previous one was 5 days. So it's like 2 days longer, and the next one that we do is going to be 10 days. So it'll be 3 days longer than that.
Okay. All right.
So the next one actually has symbols that represent it. So we're just going to call this one symbol H symbol over here.
Actually, it's diamond.
Diamond. Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Diamond.
Yep. Diamond H.
Okay, so they use these symbols. I was just, so diamond H. That's so cooler. That's way cooler than what I said. All right, let's try that one.
I thought it was a greater than or less than sign.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was like, like these like V's, sideways V's. I didn't know like what we were talking about here, so. Hampden. It's just awesome. Just great. Sounds great every time. So the Diamond H mark expresses in high percentage the intense flavors related to butyrate. Like ripe bananas and pineapples, very characteristic of Hampden style. Definitely the starting point of very concentrated profiles. So this one's 10 days versus the last one that was 7.
Okay.
This one has, what percentage was on this one? I forget.
Is
this still at the 60? Are they all?
This is 60.
So they're 60. Okay. We're still hanging in 60.
All right.
Oh, it smells lighter than the last one.
Why is that?
And you know what
I
think part of this is our palate building up.
You think so?
Because
we're going through
progressive levels, right? Because like this is low. So like by the time you get to the end, I feel like you can go back to number 1 and just be like, this was cake. This was nothing, right? Like I feel like this is super easy. And I kind of love that your palate building here is going to be massive. Like a massive gain. Like you normally when you try rums are going to take 1 step at a time. This is like taking like 4 steps in the same
I wish
day.
you hadn't told me that there's banana in here because now that's what I'm picking up.
Okay, well, all right. Well,
tell me something else.
I'm not going to read it till all the rest of these. I won't read it till after we try it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll tell you something.
Now I don't know if that's something you put in my head.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
I will not. I don't want to influence you. Okay.
Right.
Because we want you to be raw. We want the real Rum Daddy authentic experience.
That's what I want. All right.
That's like a slow burn.
Yes.
Like a slow, woody. Has more woody than the last one.
More woody.
Which I like. I like those things.
And there's a sweetness there.
A little bit. I don't know. I almost get a little bit more of the pineapple. I don't know about banana.
Maybe that's where I'm getting the sweetness from is the pineapple.
Yeah, I feel like I get a little bit of pineapple, not so much the banana.
But I swear I
me.
smell the banana.
And you might. Obviously it's in there. I ruined it for both of us. So I won't do that. I won't do that on the rest. I'm so sorry. Okay?
Spoiler alert.
God dang.
Next time. Yeah. Wow.
Obviously, this gets more fun as you go because you're drinking more rum, by the way, too. So the experience is going to get way better. In our experience, it's getting more fun. This is amazing, by the way. They put together like one of the best things you can do with rum. This is super fun. So yeah, I get a little bit of sweetness, a little bit more woodiness in this one. I actually like this one better than I liked the last one. So I'm actually really on board with this.
You know what I was thinking might be kind of fun?
Yes.
This one right here, I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to make a cocktail out of.
Cocktail. Yeah, yes. I think you could.
Cocktail out of this one.
You could.
And actually smoke it.
Oh. Like you're going to roll up the liquid into a piece of paper? Or,
I know that's going to be problematic lighting it.
It's going to be tough because it's going to be so wet.
I know.
Yes. Can you explain what you mean by smoking it?
A smoked cocktail.
A smoked cocktail. Like the smoke top.
Yeah. Like
light it, smokes it all up.
Yeah.
That makes much more sense. You should do that instead of the first thing you said. I like that. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I like that idea.
Thank you.
That's good. So the next one we're getting into is the HGML. And this is the Hampden George McFarquhar Lawson. God, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm really trying my best here.
It does also say it on the bottom.
But that is the next one here. So we're getting into the next level. Hampden. Ooh, okay.
There's a lot more fruity stuff going on here.
Yeah, this one's a little more high octane. I'm kind of getting into like nail polish at this point. This one smells a little bit more like nail polishy, I feel like. Kind of getting, I don't know. It smells a lot higher. Is it still 60%?
It is still 60%.
Okay. I don't know if they're switching up on me. I'm trying to keep track. They're going to do that. I'm going to pick up one. It's going to be 70.
So,
I'm like, holy crap.
I'm going to say Dundry and more fruit flavors on this one.
Okay.
I can't pick out any specific fruit, but it's like all I'm going to say is fruit.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I get more of like a nail polish kind of thing in this one. Yeah. So it gets pretty raw, I think, for me.
Okay.
Woo! It's going for it. It's going for gold. I'm a sweet, smooth rum guy. Oh, man, I'm not ready for this. This is where things are going to get intense for me.
This does make it interesting.
Wow, right, it's zingy. That is slight wood, very high ester for me. I get more of like a much more raw ingredient type
very
thing.
High ester.
This seems very raw.
I'm almost sweating at this point.
Yeah, like my mouth has started salivating like 3 of them ago, and now I'm like, it's just like absorbing.
Yeah, the salivation that's going on with this one right here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's truly an experience. This is truly an experience.
I mean, I think I can pull maybe a little bit of like a raw fruit kind of out of it. It's very raw, high ester. I'm gonna say this. Like I do think this one actually has maybe a little bit of like ripe banana on it.
Okay. I could see that.
I could be completely wrong.
Let's read the notes.
Point.
What does the note say?
So this one is originally intended to belong on export markets with a high level of aromatic concentration and more intensity. It is
definitely true.
Dominant with ethyl butyrate esters. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about flavor profiles necessarily for this one, but I do think that this one definitely gets it's definitely a level up. I mean, I can very feel the difference of this one.
It's there. There is the difference.
Yeah, and it is a big difference because the last one was 10 days, and we've been going up by like 1 to 2 days at a time, 3 days. This is 5 days. This is 15 days versus 10. So like this is a lot longer.
Okay, so let's do the next one.
Oh, you're just excited. All right, we're moving on.
I am
excited.
We're
done, Robert.
Let's move on.
We're out of here.
Move this way.
Hampden. We just popped this guy open. What's up?
This is the C Diamond H.
That's right. C Diamond H we got on this one here. Loving that. I'm not flipping this over. We're gonna get into it. I don't like spoiling anything for you. Seems much more raw. Even
is this
than
only
the last,
60%?
The last one, yeah, it's
it's only 60%.
Last one seemed really raw. This just seems even rawer. I don't even know how to explain that.
Yeah, this has got a lot more going on.
Not feeling a lot of fruit off the top of this one. This is starting to feel like raw alcohol remover on it. Like this baseline is starting to get very raw on me right here. Lot going on here, and it's
there is a lot going on.
I'm hoping there's some woody notes to grab onto. These are crystal clear, by the way. Crystal clear white.
Crystal clear.
In case anyone was wondering.
I mean,
just the base.
Look, I know it might look red to you, but
it's crystal clear. I don't know that these are. It's funny how I can grab some woodiness out of stuff. I don't even think any of these have been in wood. So I mean, it's funny how it like pulls some of that flavor.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It's kind of funny.
All right.
Whoa!
I like this.
Woo!
This one is probably...
That slaps. That's like green banana.
Yeah, green banana, definitely.
Definitely a fruity note in there.
Yep.
Green banana.
I think that nailed it.
Yep. And just, that's the only flavor I really get outside of like that kind of very like, we're going to go rotten fruit, just super citrus.
Yeah, there's got to be a rotten fruit
alcohol
mash
removal.
Here. Rotten fruit
alcohol
mash
remover
going on.
Yeah, kind of a thing. Very raw.
So what do they say?
So for this guy here, C Diamond H, is a rare mark due to its extreme intensity. It's there. It hits the throat. This one punched a little harder.
Yeah, baby.
Uses a similar production process to HGML and has a similar aromatic profile, but with an even higher ester count. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just
definitely there.
I do feel like it was just kind of like a higher level of the last one. It felt very much like that.
All right. What do we got up next?
This is the Dermot Owen Kelly Lawson. This is the highest one. Number 8.
Question.
Answer.
You think they're related to Owen Wilson?
I'm
just saying.
I think it's possible.
Okay.
I'm not going to burst your bubble.
Cool.
I think the possibility is there.
You think if I presented this to Owen that he might sign it?
He might. He might.
That'd be so cool.
Wouldn't it? It's kind of like the Step Brothers moment where he's like got the samurai sword with with Randy Jackson's autograph, because he's like, you're not going to be in an airport and see Randy Jackson and not get Randy Jackson's autograph. This is the only thing I had. And it's like, yeah, this is
absolutely
it'd be one of those moments for sure. Hampden. Here we go.
All right.
Grand finale. I'm super excited. Let's get this into the Glencairn glasses.
Iowa style.
Iowa style. Yeah, again, we recommend glass. This isn't how we normally do it, but we were short on cuppage. I'm excited. The finish here. The last one got very bold. I feel like this is going to be more of the same. Is it still 60%? The last one, 60%.
Yep.
Okay.
They're all
60%.
All 60%.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. We've had a lot of buildup here.
Yep.
Feel like I've experienced a lot of high ester. This smells like the most I have smelled.
Well, they did tell us.
But like even with all the buildup I've had.
Boom, 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 boom. Every single one's going to get higher.
This shouldn't be a surprise. It smells off the top. I mean, straight up like nail salon, like alcohol, like nail polish remover, straight up.
Now, just
a little bit of fruitiness to it.
Just to remind everyone, this is just their basis.
Yeah.
Right?
They're making good rum.
They are making excellent rum.
This is
Hampden Estate is going to be some of the best rum out there that you'll find.
Those funky rums, Jamaican style rums, they're super good at what they do.
They know what they're doing. They truly do. And apparently, they really, truly do know what they're doing, because they're
educating.
They're sharing it all with us.
And I will say, to put the PSA out there, that the best thing we can do is educate. That's what we're here. We're on a learning journey. We're not experts. I don't think anybody's ever a total expert in anything.
No.
We're always learning. We're always growing. We're all just at different levels. And this is such a great way to enhance your knowledge, your palate, your experience, and be able to share that with others, take that to others, and take those experiences and grow it and do more.
Very well said, Robert.
As my 5th grade math teacher, Mrs. Esther, would have said.
You had my aunt?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
That is awesome.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you.
Woo! That one has like a lime juice.
Yeah.
The juice.
Yep. There's lime juice. I don't think it's lime, but there is some sort of juice going on there. But it's got such a zing
when it rolls
and a
around
zang to it.
A zang. It zangs.
It's got a zing and a zang.
Okay, it's got both.
It does.
It is very it rolls around your mouth. This one doesn't absorb as much. The other's kind of absorbed.
It's like a roller coaster ride.
This one kind of felt like drinking juice. Had all those high esters. It was very prominent, very pungent, very out there. That juice felt very citrusy. Very citrusy. I don't know if it was pineapple. I don't know if it was like that dunder, what we're looking at here exactly.
I don't know. I think it
gave me such a high citrus juice moment with it. Just like boom.
I don't know.
What a flavor.
Yes. Tremendous.
Wow.
Tremendous.
So I don't know what rums that one goes into, but that's got to be some of their most flavorful rum.
That is the one
because
thing
there's so
that
much
they should
coming out
tell
of
us
that.
is what
sure
some
we
of their
could look it up.
products, what these go into.
So
that is something that they should be telling us.
This is so the DOK is the highest ester rum of Hampden Estate in all of Jamaica. All of Jamaica. Period.
All of Jamaica.
A legendary mark, DOK reaches the maximum legal limit of high ester rum. Oh man, there's a legal limit. Tasting DOK neat is an extreme but very formative experience.
Oh yeah,
that is 100%. Like our reactions in real time there.
Yeah, that is no kidding.
That was legit. I mean, that was the first experience, and I wasn't expecting that at all. Absolutely crazy.
Nope.
With that, that's all of them, Royer.
That is
we did
all
it.
of them.
We made it to the mark here. That's the 8 marks, guys. Make sure you go
Hampden
out.
Estate,
if you're looking for one of the craziest, most cool rum experiences, if that was nothing to show you more, then you don't have to be, as you know, you can be anywhere in your rum journey. Maybe a little off the beginning, but I think you're going to have a fantastic time doing this.
I'm going to tell you right now, you know, Billy, you showed us a lot of love, man.
Billy, we really appreciate you. We do know this retails right around the $250 mark.
Yep, right around that range.
Somewhere in that bubble.
Oh, wow.
And Billy, we appreciate the experience here.
It's all about the experience. I've said it a zillion times. This is literally all about the experience. Billy, you gave us one heck of an experience.
Absolutely did.
You know, thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Billy. We appreciate you. Now, if you guys like what we did and you want some amazing rum experiences to find other rums and hang out with other rum lovers, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Come back each and every week as we're always trying new rums, having crazy rum experiences, and we want to share it with you. Make sure that you check out the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group, the Instagram, the TikTok, and that Patreon Rum Club if you're looking for some amazing rums from around the world shipped straight to your door. Check that out. There's spaces still available at the moment. We would love to have you there, and we appreciate you guys drinking rum with us today. With that being said, Royer, let's get them home safe.
Always drink responsibly. Never drink and drive, and no rums were harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll see you next time, guys.
Take care.
Wow.